this will be my introduction into the Project Pan video. Project Pan is basically a way to encourage you to use up the products that you already have. Maybe you have a large collection like mine. Maybe you're just trying to stop yourself from buying so much. A lot of videos on YouTube explain it better than I just did. And I've seen a lot of people do these. And like I mentioned last week, I'm really wanting to use the products that I have. So yeah, I've just went through, I've picked out pretty much every category except eyeshadow, because I just can't even think about that. And I'm going to share with you the items that I have picked and maybe why I've picked them. So yeah, I'm going to do what is called a rolling pan. So that is just when I use something up, I'll replace it with another item just to keep the ball rolling. And I will just say up front, some of these are already almost gone. Because I thought if I could use up something, it would motivate me to keep going rather than choosing something that's a full product and then failing. Although I'm not making it that serious or anything. So yeah. So the first little thing I've pulled out is the Benefit Professional. It's just a small sample. I'm just going to use it up. I have other primers, and this one isn't my favorite. And also, if I so happen to pick out a product that maybe I haven't used in a while and it's not working out for me, I'm not going to force myself to keep using it. I'll pass it on, or if it's expired, I'll let it go. So the first foundation I'm going to use, and I have used about half of this already, you just can't tell because of the way I've moved it. It's the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I love this. I mean, it was one of my most used foundations. It maybe is. And I tried it the other day in a video, not talking about it, but I just used it because I had already put this kind of project pan together. So I think it's been discontinued. I don't know if you can still purchase it. It's really nice though. I love the big old applicator. Some people don't like that. I love it. Emily Noel calls it a buck foot instead of a doe foot, and I love that. Light medium coverage, not full coverage. You can still see all my freckles and stuff through it, which I don't mind if you see my freckles. Like, they've been there my whole life. I'm not trying to hide them. But if you do have things to cover, you might want to know that. I think one of the things that I love the most about it is how easy it is for me to blend out, like effortless, which I'm all about. And then from concealer, I actually put I have 3 in here. I'm not sure because they're all kind of half empty, so I kind of want to, like I said, I want to pick something that I'm more than likely going to use up to keep me motivated. So I have the Tarte is it Rainbow of the Sea. I'm pretty sure they still make this. It's very liquidy. It's got a big old buck foot too. But I did use this the other day again when I used that concealer, and I think this one already has to be tossed because it kind of burned my under eyes like as I was removing it, and I didn't have it on for long. I just used it in the video and then I washed my face, and it did like irritate me. So I don't know if it's just needs to go, if it's expired or what. It smells the same as it did when I got it, which is like paint. If you've ever used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, it smells like paint. That's what this smells like, so I don't necessarily think it's gone off. Then I have the Maybelline Fit Me, a good one. And I also have the Full Coverage Waterproof Concealer from Ulta. I haven't used this one as much, but I think I'm just going to stick with the Maybelline. I think I'm going to use it. I'm fortunate and I don't have really dark circles, so I don't have to have like a full coverage concealer or anything. I do tend to use a little bit more of this because it is so creamy. It's light to medium light coverage, nowhere near full in my opinion, but it blends out really easy and it sets under my eyes. So it doesn't set as in it doesn't budge. It sits like it doesn't emphasize my crow's feet out here, so it's nice. Those two colors pair real nicely together too. One's not darker than the other. That was my daughter snoring in the bed behind me. So the next thing in my project pan, this is, do they still make this? I don't think it's been discontinued, but it is one of the most perfect face palettes for fairer skin. The contour is perfect. It is more of contour, not a bronzer. It's almost a rosy brown. This pink is gorgeous. You know, it's very on trend right now. And then this highlighter. It's a very nice highlighter. It's very pearly. It's not too much. It's perfect. The whole palette is perfect. So I definitely want to get more use out of this. So next I'm going to go ahead and go in with the bronzer before I do the blush. And the bronzer I have, again, it's a small one. And I have used this a lot. I don't know how long it'll take me to finish it because I've used it a lot. I mean, this was around for such a short amount of time. I intended on picking up the full size, but it went away. Like, you can't get this anymore. And it's the Ciate Bamboo Bronzer in Palm Island. Again, it's a perfect shade for fair skin, and I really wanted the full size, but I never got around to getting it, and now it's gone. So I'll just use this and then move on. And the blush in here is very, like I said, on trend, like the Dior blush that's viral. It's a bright pink, really, but it's a good tone. Not too much. It is pigmented. You have to be careful, but it works. And it's matte. Both the contour and the blush are matte. And then for the highlight, it's just so pretty. It's not too much. It's just reflective. I love it. Like, there's no harsh line on my face when, you know, I'm not in direct light. It's just so pretty. Like I said, I didn't pick out an eyeshadow because I have so many that it's just impossible for me to even think about sticking with one. But I do have this eyeshadow primer from Wet n Wild. It's really good. I don't tend to use primer a lot because I will just normally run my concealer over and just really forget about primer. But this one is really nice. So I just give it a minute to dry down. And like I was saying, when I do use this, it does make a difference in the lasting power of my eyeshadow. I don't have oily eyelids. I don't have dry eyelids. I think they're pretty normal, but I do have hooded lids. So I tend to get, you know, I don't tend to. It doesn't happen all the time, but I can get, you know, the settling and the creasing up in here. This helps out a little bit. Okay, for eyebrows, again, another mini. So this will be the first thing I use up. I'm certain of it. And it's just this Anastasia Brow Wiz little, I don't think this was a sample, but I think it was in like a Sephora kit. It was basically a sample size. And so I'll use this up, and like I said, it'll keep me motivated, which is a good thing. Go in with the next brow product, which won't take long to finish, and it's my Gimme Brow. It's on its last legs as it is. So the mascara that I'm going to use up, I have two in here because I have the Lash Princess mascara, and I also have this number 7, the full 360 Ultra. I really like this, and it's open, and I've been using it, so I'm going to keep using it and also use this one. It is almost gone. Like, again, it's on its last legs. But, you know, I'm going to finish it up and then continue on with that one. Oh, I've got two more things in this project pan. This one is my Morphe Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist. This is about gone too. This smells like strawberries. Starberry. I like the smell of it, but it is almost gone. And did I read Morphe was going out of business? I think they are. And then the last thing, it's not makeup related, but it is beauty. This is perfume. This is Rihanna Rebel La Fleur. I love it. I love it so much. yeah, it's also embarrassing how many perfumes I have. And I was going to say at the beginning of this video, one of the reasons I am doing this project pan to make me use what I have is because of the ridiculous amount of makeup that I own. I think I've said that before. And again, I'm not mad that I have it, but I want to use it. And I did a little count as I was gathering things, you know, going through what I wanted to do. And I own 73 foundations. I have one face. What on the earth? So yeah, definitely, I'm definitely going to try to use what I have and not purchase anymore. And, you know, as I use them, I'm going to try to use this one up, but I am still going to use my other things. And hopefully, you know, if things don't work for me, I know this one sits really nice and I really like the look of it. So I can use it as a guide. Like, so say, you know, tomorrow or the next day I use one and it doesn't look as good as this, then there's no point in me keeping it. I can just pass it on or throw it out if it's went bad. I also don't have any sort of lip products in this category because, again, it's something I have so many of, and I don't really want to because I like changing different lipsticks quite often, so I'm not really in the mood, I guess, to just stick with one certain one to try to use it up. Oh, that's going to wrap this intro to my project pan up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll stick around. Wednesday will be another episode of my recently watched Wednesdays where I review what I've watched recently and play with some makeup while doing so. And then come back for Friday, I'm going to have a thrift haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below letting me know if you've heard of this. Are you going to do one this year? And or anything else you want to tell me. Just, you know, whatever you want to talk about. And be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.